A show duct taped together by broken promises and hopes and dreams. Recorded in the corner of Wade's dirty bathroom. Get ready for WMVT.
Today, we're going to learn about crack cocaine, boys and girls, because why? Well, it's 2025 and, well, it's Christmas. Crack is like that flip phone of drugs, the narcotic Happy Meal that's surprisingly still around, but definitely not that shiny new thing anymore. More like the VHS tape of stimulants. We're going to learn about where it came from, how it's made, and its colorful history. And so YouTube doesn't pull my channel down again for being a naughty boy, I must disclose that I'm not advocating the use of crack. This episode is strictly for educational purposes, but in the interest of science and your viewing pleasure, I'm going to smoke a little bit during the show and report its effects. Crack cocaine came out in the United States during the early 80s cocaine boom. Pure cocaine was expensive and seen as a wealthy person's drug, so dealers found a way to convert it into a smokable form that could be cheaper and, well, more addictive. So crack wasn't born in a lab, but born from economic opportunity that was cheaper, faster, and hit harder. Crack is made by taking 2 parts powdered cocaine, 1 part baking soda, add water, then heated until solidified into hard rocks. These rocks are then broken up and smoked. Some earlier versions used ammonia, but the classic method from the 80s onwards is simply cocaine mixed with baking soda. Today, it's still smoked in every major city in the United States, and people are still getting arrested for it. But culturally, crack got replaced by newer, trendier disasters, opioids, fentanyl, meth, heroin, Xanax, just to name a few. Before there was TikTok, there was crack. And honestly, the comparison isn't as crazy as it sounds. Crack was the original scroll for dopamine experience, except instead of scrolling, you were rocking back and forth in an alley questioning your life's choices. There have been studies comparing people's compulsive TikTok behavior to the same dopamine reward loop seen in crack addiction. Obviously, one ruins your teeth, the other ruins your attention span, but the pattern is eerily similar. Crack users chase the next hit because, well, the last one doesn't last long enough. TikTok users do exactly the same thing. Scroll, desperately hunting for that next tiny burst of dopamine that convinces them that their life isn't as meaningless for about half a second. Crack is basically cocaine redesigned for maximum speed. Same drug, different delivery system. When you smoke it, it hits your bloodstream in seconds and dumps a giant wave of dopamine into your brain. Normally, dopamine rewards you for useful things like, food, exercise, someone flirting with you. Crack hijacks that system and gives you a dopamine explosion. But the high only lasts for about 5-10 minutes. Whereas that same amount snorted as cocaine, you'll probably get an hour plus. That fast spike and crash cycle is what makes crack more addictive than powdered cocaine. Even though they're chemically the same thing. Your brain tries to cope by dulling the dopamine receptors, which means the highs get weaker, cravings get stronger, and suddenly your entire reward system is held hostage by a tiny little rock. And that, scientifically speaking, is how crack turns a normal brain into a dopamine-chasing maniac. Crack doesn't have an exact birth date, but it started showing up in major US cities like Miami, New York, Los Angeles around 1981 and 1982. By 1984 and 5, it spreads nationwide, and the media starts reporting on it heavily. And by 1986, the US government labels it a national crisis. People like Whitney Houston and Bobby Brown enjoyed the pipe, apparently, and of course, we all know that Charlie Sheen recently admitted to his addiction on Netflix. Crack didn't just reshape American neighborhoods, it reshaped pop culture, headlines, and the cautionary tales of some of the biggest names in entertainment. A tiny rock, a massive impact. So what did we learn today, boys and girls? Well, if you want to ruin your life in 30 seconds, then the flip phone of drugs may be for you. But seriously, kids, the real lesson here is your brain is worth protecting. Your future is worth keeping. And you are capable of choosing something that builds you up instead of breaking you down. Don't do drugs, kids.
Wade Martin's video thingy.
Oh, God.
Don't subscribe.
WMVT.